Hi everyone, I'm Dina. I'm a certified functional medicine practitioner and nutritionist, and here we have with us Dina as well, who's our in-house naturopath, and we're going to be talking to you today about detox. I think, Dina, what's important for people to know actually is what is a detox, because I think it's a word that's really thrown around out there today. So I think it's very important to understand what a detox protocol is.
Very good question. Detox is elimination of undesirable substances. And when we say undesirable substances, we mean chemicals, heavy metals, parasites, bacteria, viruses, all the things that are interfering with our well-being and that we need to get rid of, or at least to get under control. Also, detox means that we're preparing our body to function optimally. So the organs are functioning. For example, they have a very good elimination function, and then those undesirable pathogens or substances don't find home in our body anymore. I think this is how we need to understand detox. Also, detox needs to have a very determined sequence. You cannot just say, oh, I'm detoxing today for a couple of days. So this is not a real detox. This is probably, how do you call it? You're giving a rest to your body, and the body in this time is able to let's say readjust a little bit so that it functions a bit better. But you cannot perform a full-blown detox in 2 days. I don't believe in those detoxes.
Sure, so a lot of people will look at some sort of internet detox and buy magic pills and potions, yes, and then end up feeling awful because it's not under the supervision of somebody who actually knows about detoxification protocols.
Yes.
And so, Dina, who would benefit from a detox? What kind of person would really need to do a detoxification protocol?
I think everyone can benefit from detox. People that are considered healthy, they can definitely benefit from detox because then they're going to have even more energy to perform their tasks. They're going to go to work, they're going to feel very happy, they're going to wake up with feeling of optimism and hope because, you know, there's nothing in their bodies that is preventing them from feeling great. I think people with chronic illness, they definitely will benefit a lot from detox, but again, that needs to be done under careful supervision, and they need to know where to start. Because people with chronic illness, they have so many layers going on at the same time, from digestive tract issues to elimination organs being clogged and not working optimally, to emotional issues and stress, to toxicity like heavy metals, and then pathogens and parasites. Each of these layers, I think, needs to be peeled very carefully. So, answering your question, anybody can benefit from detox. I think just detox for everyone is different. Mm-hmm. So it's not the same for you or me or patients or other people.
Sure, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution.
Absolutely.
Which is the dogma of functional medicine and naturopathy, you know, like looking at everybody's bio-individuality differently and looking, yes, at what things in terms of detox could benefit each person.
Yeah. For some people, just answering and adding to your question, for some people detox could be just cleaning up your diet, mm-hmm, and adding some smoothies. And I think you can talk a lot about smoothies and diet and adding something like, I don't know, detox salads into their routine. But for most people, detox means really a program that could last for some time, and that's, as I mentioned, layer by layer by layer by layer stuff removal and replenishing with new foods and micronutrients, macro and micronutrients.
That is great information. I think that another question that a lot of people typically have is, what would some of your tips be for starting, like let's say you're the average healthy person at home, and mm-hmm, what would some of your tips be for starting a detox protocol? Mm-hmm. Would it be definitely just going to visit somebody like yourself that's an expert in detoxification protocols, or would it be, are there things we can do at home to start preparing our bodies for a detox?
Mm-hmm. That's an excellent question. I think for those who are healthy average people and just are concerned about their health, number one step is the diet. So if you are lost and don't know what to do to clean up your diet, then you would probably need to work with someone like Dina to remove maybe some offending foods, inflammatory foods, and foods that are causing maybe even fatigue and you don't know about it. And then the next step is making sure that you're eliminating, you're having a bowel movement every day, because this is a huge problem for a lot of people and they don't consider it a problem. So if you're not having a bowel movement, stool, every day, then definitely you need to work on that, because this is the basic detox. So these are the things that you can do at home, and you can work on your diet, probiotics, on maybe even implementing some enemas in a bit more extreme cases. If you're afraid of that, then on a supplemental basis. For those who need a bit more attention, then the right sequence would be the diet, the colon, meaning you're pooping every day. Then the next sequence would be at the same time lymph and kidneys. And then we go into skin and sweating. And then breathing properly and having the correct posture. And then we go into liver. So liver, actually lymph and kidney can be dealt at the same time, but there is a specific, as I said, sequence to it. And then making sure that you are detoxing emotionally. I think this is the layer that everybody forgets. Mm-hmm. And so while performing this detox and following the sequence, you also need to remember that everything needs to be done under supervision correctly, because each supplement could be really great for one person and definitely horrendous and have side effects for another person. So you need to really know what you're taking and work with a qualified professional.
One more question, I think that's important for people to know. What is Dieoff?
Dieoff, it sounds horrible, Dieoff, right? And people are scared about Dieoff.
Yeah.
Dieoff is the symptoms that you experience when some pathogens literally die. So for example, you're doing antifungal therapies or antimicrobials, and then suddenly you have dizziness, suddenly you have even fever. Some people have nausea, shivers, and basically they feel that they're doing something wrong because the body is experiencing, I don't know, unwell. Okay, and those are Dieoff symptoms. It means that you need to clean up those pathogens from your system because they're causing toxicity and you are reacting to this toxicity. So what can you do? You can take some binders, and a very famous binder here in Cyprus, for example, is Enteris gel, a very cheap that you can buy in pharmacy. Some other binders that you can consider activated charcoal, although I don't like this one for a long-term basis. You can do zeolite and many others actually. Another therapy that can alleviate Dieoff is just go and have an enema to poo. Some other therapies maybe take a lot of water to make sure you're flushing all these toxins from the system, or even consider intermittent fasting. So while you're fasting, the body goes into a very special mood of regeneration, repair, and detoxification. That could be very beneficial for most of the people who are concerned about weight loss and detox and illnesses and fatigue.
Yeah, I mean, that's great information, because I think a lot of people that go through detox, they say, well, why'd you make me do this? I feel worse.
Yes.
So that was a great explanation of what is happening in the body when you first start to detox. Even removing an offending food, like let's say gluten, a lot of people are like, oh my God, I had headaches for the first 3 days, like severe headaches. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, like withdrawal almost. Yeah.
Exactly. So I think it's very important to understand what detox is. You've given us an amazing explanation, the sequencing of a detox, how important it is to work with someone such as yourself who's qualified in detoxification protocols, and then to understand what those Dieoff symptoms are and what can actually happen during a detox. So thank you very much, Dina. And if you guys have any questions, please leave a comment below, or please call us at Neomed and we'll be happy to arrange an appointment with you so you can go through a detox protocol.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.